My neighborhood is my community, but I feel part of something bigger.
The sense of community is where I feel connected.
Community is definitely people.
When a group of people get together and they say, we're going to make a difference.
There are people whose values are rooted in love.
The person who volunteers at his or her church, at a homeless shelter, to teach a child to read.
And good community is community in which that network of relationships is inclusive. It works for everybody.
Community with diverse thoughts, with diverse individuals, gives you diverse culture, gives you a very rich group setting.
Am I reflected in the community that I'm a part of? And the less diversity there is in a community, then the less likely you're going to find reflections of yourself.
We can always improve, we can always become more welcoming, but I think that, Grand Rapids is a welcoming place.
Grand Rapids Community Foundation and its donors make it happen. We lead social change efforts and make grants to important causes and organizations in Grand Rapids. Our fingerprint can be seen and our voice can be heard around the community through organizations you know and respect.
I remember walking in Wealthy Theater when it was just a dump, and going through the whole process of really revitalizing that entire strip and having it be a popular, modern place for people to be has really been pretty thrilling.
The Community Foundation also makes grants for economic development in neighborhoods. We've supported local business owners with facade improvement grants and entrepreneur training programs.
Being part of a community that values local businesses, it's another way that we support the creativity and the innovation of each other.
We felt like we were doing more than just opening a business, and certainly our community had everything to do with that.
I think our business obviously helped the neighborhood in the way that it contributed early on to the revitalization of the street, but I think that the people were proud of what was rising up out of closed buildings.
And I think that that's something that this community is starting to do a fantastic job of, is being able to see that we are all connected.
Right, and I think that's about supporting your local community.
For 90 years, the Grand Rapids Community Foundation has been helping people that want to give back to the community. Donors make gifts to us, we grow those gifts in the market, and from that growth, we make grants to local nonprofits. We award over $10 million in grants every year. We're proud of all that we have helped to build here, but it is human capital and the people that live here that matter most.
People are what make a community successful.
Having brick and mortar expansions are important, but it really is the people that make the city.
If people don't come and fill that space, then it's not really community. So that's kind of what community is to me, people coming to a common space.
There's also a responsibility to provide for the health and welfare of our community's most vulnerable populations.
Basic needs, it's really where it comes down to for people. You've got to have housing, you've got to have food, you've got to have access to affordable transportation.
We step up to make sure that people that are hungry are fed, people that are homeless are housed, people that are lonely get love.
The foundation has awarded over $15.7 million in grants over the last 5 years to help people live healthier lives and to prevent homelessness. And because knowledge is key to a community's future success, we support and have created comprehensive education programs which include college scholarships, the Kent School Services Network, summer learning opportunities, and our new Challenge Scholars program.
It's important that we grow our educational institutions here in Grand Rapids, not only the K-12, but the higher education.
Schools like Grand Valley and Kendall and Cooley that are growing are drawing young people to this area, and a lot of them are staying in this area. So it creates a vibrant community.
Nearly 1/4 of all the grants we make each year support education and academic achievement. Education is essential for a thriving community and in creating a place where people want to work, live, and raise a family. The arts and social enrichment play an important role in creating what we call a magnetic community, a place that attracts and keeps people.
So for me, the arts and culture is very, very important to me and where I'm going to choose to call my home.
You know, any day of the week you can find a great band to see or an art exhibit to go to.
We have interesting acts coming to Van Andel Arena. There's always something going on in the DeVos Place.
The symphony, the opera, the art museum that we're looking at. Those are all parts that I feel part of.
Quality of life in a place depends on community, and a community depends on its people.
A community is a gathering of folks who want to come together and strive toward a common goal.
Constantly working to grow the community, make improvements to it, look for areas to do things more creatively.
People who are not waiting for someone else to fix the problem.
They kind of visualize change and make it happen.
I like the idea that I can inspire growth in others and be a part of that change.
So that's why it's so essential to have, that young population, because they have the ability to take risks and, try out brand new things.
It's almost magical, the fact that in this community so many people are willing to give so much of themselves.
You know, wherever your heart leads you, there is a place for you to fulfill that passion here in our community.
If you value this community and want to make sure it continues to be vibrant and welcoming, there's a place for you at Grand Rapids Community Foundation. If you want to make things happen here, we can help. Join us.